2012, just over 1,000 people in Bixby called 211 for services. You might find it interesting as you look at the request for the services that we are receiving from Bixby residents, that this data is very similar to what you would see not only in Tulsa, but also in the state of Oklahoma, and also when we compare it with requests around the country. It's very similar. Most people using 211 around the country are requesting needs for housing, health care. A lot of this is driven by recession and economic conditions. 211 is a 3-digit dial number like 911 that people use when they are wanting to access health and human services. I also want to tell you the work that we do begins with an assessment. The people answering our calls are people with college, master's, bachelor's level, master's level education in health and human services. They take their job very serious. They have a very sophisticated database sitting before them that they will use to access information on the location of the services that people are requesting. As it is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I would also like you to know that about 90% of the U.S. population is accessing a 211 from either a landline or a cell phone. The landline calls pass through switches in telephone companies. BTC, Broadband is one phone company that we contract with. I just approved a payment to them for the month. The access to those landlines is a process through the Oklahoma Corporation Commission. The landline phone companies then have the permission to charge us for the activation and then the monthly cost of telephone calls passing through their switches. Cell phone towers are how calls get to us that way. The call hits the cell phone tower, that rings in an 800 number that goes into our call center. Our call center for this area of the state is located in Tulsa. We are now serving 37 counties. There's no cost to the call. I will tell you there is a cost to operating the program, a staff of about 15 people. In our database, there are over 2,000 organizations listed that provide various types of human services. The majority of our referrals, if you look below the surface, actually go to nonprofit and faith-based programs, not necessarily the government programs. The things that people want and the services that they often request are given out by every thing from domestic violence intervention agency to the police department, to churches, a wide range of services.
And not many people do know it exists, Councilman, and that's really the reason we wanted to invite Jim here. It is a service that's available. We all know someone, and we will know someone who is in need at times. And your heart really aches. There's a limit to what you can do individually, and certainly as a municipal government. By statute, we're limited in what we can do. We're not a social service agency, but we are compassionate people, and we come into contact with folks. With a simple reminder, we can tell somebody, you know what, I would suggest you call 211.